Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Corey?
Speaking?
Hey, Corey, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right. I'm sorry, you said this is a radio show?
Yep, and I'm calling you today because one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Okay, is this a prank phone call?
No, it's not. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So we got an email from a girl named Samantha who you went out with a little while ago.
I mean, I went out with a girl named Samantha. Not sure why she's emailing a radio station and you guys are calling me.
This would be the Samantha that puked outside of your car when you're taking her home?
Yeah, no, that one's hard to forget. The girl who puked outside of my car.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was like a couple of Samanthas you went out with. There was like the normal Samantha and then there's the puke Samantha. We're talking about the puke Samantha.
Yeah, no, I put that together.
You're quick.
She emailed us because she told us about your date. She said she had a good time, but it's obvious that you don't want to go out with her again, and she's wondering why.
I mean, it's not that I don't want to go out with her again. That was a bit of a crazy night. She was definitely a lot of fun, and then, a little bit less fun, mostly puking out of my car. She was a champ. She got about 90% of it outside of my car. But no, that wasn't why I hadn't been getting back to her.
I knew it.
I do like her. We did ultimately have fun, and she was pretty cool and everything. It's
well,
just...
if you don't like her, then why not give her another shot to do something else in your car?
Well, generally not opposed. It's just that I screwed up, and now just isn't a good time for another relationship. And
you screwed up.
Wait a minute. Were you cheating? Was she like a side piece and she didn't know it?
No. I'm not married. I'm not in a relationship. She wasn't my number two.
So you're single then?
Oh.
Yeah, just most all of my time is taken up right now, and I really shouldn't be starting another full-time thing right now.
Wait, so you're not in a relationship, but all your time is taken up?
Yeah, I just timed this wrong because it's fantasy football season.
What?
Okay.
What does that have to do with... I don't get what that would have to do with timing.
Well, I'm like a semi-pro fantasy football player. I'm a member of 6 different leagues. It's all very high-stakes money stuff.
Is that a thing? You could call yourself a semi-pro
Yeah, I
fantasy
didn't even know
football
there were
player?
like professional fantasy players, but...
Dude, like fantasy is in the name because it's not real, man.
Well, I mean, it's real. It's a game. I play it, but I also make a significant amount of money doing it.
Whoa.
Like how much are we talking? Like this sets you up for a month, a year?
I made $500 profit last year, not counting league fees, and that was a pretty sizable take for me.
Okay.
I
500
gotta interrupt. You're blowing me off for fantasy football? For $500?
What?
Yeah, it's Samantha.
Yeah, Corey, sorry. Samantha's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, and I guess just couldn't wait. She heard $500. I think it probably perked her ears up.
I didn't know I was dating a man with money.
That kind of pisses me off. That, like, for $500 that you might win in a game, you don't want to spend time with me?
It's not just about the money. I love doing it. This is my recreational activity. I mean, I spend hours and hours watching game footage and a number of different online resources that do
Okay, but, like,
news and breakdowns.
why can't you still date me and still do that?
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, why can't you have a girlfriend and have fantasy football? Millions of people do it.
I've tried to do stuff like that in the past, and it never works out.
Oh.
A lot of girls that I go out with say they understand, say they get it, say that it's not a big deal. But by the time it's week 6 and Antonio Brown goes down with a leg injury and I'm freaking the hell out, and I'm just looking for support and comfort, and you're like, what do you mean your little electronic man hurts me? And you don't understand. I have to swap out these players before.
Oh, wow.
It makes it really difficult to maintain a relationship.
Okay, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to just put your phone away if it was bothering you. Like, I would think you would prioritize the living person sitting in front of you over your fantasy players.
Yeah.
Eventually, I would, but this is the issue. All right, I made a mistake when I saw you that night at the party. I knew that the season was starting in 3 weeks, and I should have known better than to approach you and try to start something up, knowing that I wouldn't be available. And I apologize for that. But,
Okay, I've heard enough.
Well, he's trying to be responsible.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
at least he's like trying to think ahead to be like, I don't want to cause Samantha frustration when I start getting into fantasy football season and all my time is taken up.
yeah, and Samantha, I did enjoy it, and this is good for you. You don't have to put up with me doing all of my statistical analysis and you're watching all the games and everything. This takes the burden off of your shoulders. Then, trust me, by the second week in February, I am ready to hang out.
But Corey, why would you want to hang out with you? You're just going to have to dump her again next football season.
Yeah, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Like, honestly, this is just stupid.
See, girls never understand. I knew that you wouldn't be able to understand how important this is.
I mean, I understand. Like, I've dated guys that have played fantasy football before, but, like, it didn't take up their whole lives, like an obsession. Like, they still made time for me.
Well, maybe they just weren't fully committed.
I guess not.
Well, it just seems like, Corey, like, this is your hobby, and that's great, but your passion is bordering on obsession.
No.
You're stopping the rest of your life to play fantasy football.
Seriously, it's a computer game. Like, it does not matter in, like, the scope of life.
Excuse me, all right? It does matter, all right? This is my passion. This is what I'm into. If I were a fantastic painter and I was like, I have to step away so that I can paint this, travel to paint this magnificent vista and put it on canvas, would you be like, painting doesn't matter? They are the same thing. It's what I do for fun. That's what I do for money. If I said, dang, I have to go to my second job, and you were like, you can't go to your second job because that means you're not with me. Like, it was $500. It could be more than double that this time.
It sounds like you guys are actually having the argument right now. It sounds like you're almost in a relationship.
Listen, girlfriends come and go, but fantasy's always been there for me.
I'm really happy for you.
I've never had a relationship that lasted longer than my first fantasy football league, which I'm still in.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
Well, how long has that been, Corey?
We've been doing this for 12 years.
Wow.
Dang, that's a long time.
That is
Congratulations on that long-term relationship. Corey, I still have to ask the question. Would you like to go out with Samantha again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
It won't be on a Sunday.
You know what? Don't even bother, because I was feeling like it was my fault. But now that I know what it is, honestly, I am not interested in the second date.
What about in February?
commitment.
We're right between like when fantasy football ends and then fantasy baseball starts up.
Oh, no.
Come on. Fantasy baseball's a joke for losers.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got it wrong, Corey. You're not a fantasy baseball dork.
Oh, man. Losers.
He's a real man.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Steve, please?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Steve. My name's Young Jeffrey from the radio. You have a minute to talk with us?
The radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
FM, frequency modulated.
Did I win something?
No, not really. I'm calling because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards they're not calling you back, you can email us and we'll try and get a hold of them to figure out why.
Okay.
And so you recently went out on a date with a woman named Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. I don't think there's a lot of mystery in why you're not calling her back.
She's calling a radio show to ask me if I went out with her.
No, she knows that you guys went out and she recognizes that maybe things didn't play out quite the way she had hoped.
I don't know what she told you, but I do not mind talking about this publicly. The date was weird, man.
What specifically was weird to you about it?
Well, I mean, at first it was fine. She is attractive, and I had coworkers trying to set us up, so it was like, okay, if my friends like her, she's got to be cool, right?
Right.
So we're sitting at the bar, and she sees this girl, and she pressures me into admitting that the other girl is hot.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept trying to back off, being like, no, I don't want to do that. And finally, she just wouldn't let it go. So just out of pure frustration, I just went, yeah, I'd sleep with her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we heard that didn't sit well with her either. That although she said she
mean,
wanted the truth, she didn't really.
And I'm not that kind of guy, and I felt really bad.
Yeah.
Because I could tell it hurt her feelings. So I tried to make it better. It did not work. The date kind of fizzled out, and I was like, maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way. Maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. So I was honestly planning on calling her back until I got to work.
Oh my God, you are a much bigger person than I think most people would have been in your situation.
Yeah, sometimes those fiery girls kind of excite a guy.
Okay, well.
He's right.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of like that, but I also just didn't want to base it on one date. Maybe she just had a bad day or something.
Right.
Dude,
That's good. You're very open-minded.
And you got really bad luck, like sitting across from this gorgeous woman. Like maybe if she had pointed to an ugly girl, you would have been inclined to say no.
Mia's very pretty. Like, I wasn't trying to say this girl was more attractive than her, but I mean, she just wouldn't let it go.
Right,
Okay.
right. But you said it changed at work. What happened at work?
Yeah, because one of our mutual friends comes up to me at work and goes, dude, I heard what you said. Why would you do that? And I went, what are you talking about? And he goes, you told me to her face that you wanted to go sleep with another girl at the bar.
Oh, dude.
She did not twist it like that.
No, she absolutely did, or at least my friend thought she did. So I go, hey, she asked me to do that. She wouldn't let it go. And then all these other people at the office are giving me weird looks. Like, I don't know, can I curse on the radio? Because I'm a little frustrated now that I'm back into it. Because I felt like an asshole. And, like, that's what she asked me to say.
Right. No, she told us. Like, I told her, I was like, yo, there is no way any person should ever ask another person in a relationship if you'd sleep with somebody else. Like, you're never going to like the answer.
And we weren't in a relationship. It was the first date.
Right.
Well, we obviously have a lot of differing opinions here. I think we all need to get on the same page. The only way to do that is to let you know, Steve, that Mia has been on the phone listening this entire time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she wants to talk to you. Mia?
Steve, hi. I'm sorry. I just don't know why you're so upset about this.
I'm sorry, guys. I cannot believe this. I mean, really, honestly, though, at this point, it shouldn't surprise me. I mean, listen, Mia, I will tell you why I'm upset. You made me look like a jerk to everybody at work.
Yeah.
You didn't tell them everything that happened about how you said people in relationships need to share everything.
Okay, I didn't give them the whole story. I told them exactly what you said to me on the date.
Oh,
Did you not say you would sleep with her? You said that, right? I just told them. What was I supposed to say when they asked me what happened or what you said?
You asked me to tell you that.
Mia, are you delusional? I feel like you're living in like this altered reality. Not only did you ask him, you pressured him, and he didn't say, I'm gonna go sleep with her tonight.
Yeah.
You said, would you sleep with her? And forced him to answer.
Okay, first of all, shut up. Second of all, I'm talking to Steve and asking him a question and asking him about if he had a problem with something that you clearly do, but we're different people, so let us just figure this out. You didn't have to answer, Steve.
Oh my God.
I told my friends the truth, and did you want me to lie about what you said? Like, I wasn't going to do that. They said, well, I told them exactly what you said.
it's all about honesty.
But you didn't include the context. You didn't tell them that you made me say it. It's not like I just sat down at the bar and said, hey, my name's Steve. Oh, look at that girl. I'd like to bang her.
Okay, Steve, I don't appreciate you joking about how you wanted to bang that girl, okay? I already feel sorry about it. I already feel bad and very bad about the whole thing, okay? That's why I had them call you.
Hold on, Mia. Can I just ask you?
No, you can't. I'm talking to Steve.
Okay.
Not just me.
It's not your show.
Yep.
All right.
Mia, you need to relax, okay?
Oh, don't say
Okay,
that.
stop. No, that's just why I had them call you. Because you said something extremely rude, okay? At least you were being honest, and that's why I'm willing to give you a second chance, okay? That's why I had them call you.
Oh, I'm so grateful.
Yeah, and Mia, what are you saying? I thought this whole thing was because you felt bad about pressuring him into saying that on the date.
I feel bad that it ended that way, but I also want to give him a chance to fix it.
So you're
Okay.
not taking any responsibility.
What would have
Okay.
been a good response
Yeah.
from Steve in that scenario? What would you have liked to hear him say?
Well, the best response would have obviously been that he didn't want to sleep with that girl, but he did, and so now I want to figure this out and move forward.
Oh my God. I feel like you guys are going to spend 45 minutes talking about that stranger that Steve wants to sleep with.
It was a huge chunk of the date, I'm not going to lie. That's why, it was just purely out of frustration just to get the conversation to end. I just went, I
Okay.
slept with her.
Okay, Steve, you're not helping right now, okay? You should just be apologizing for what you put me through. God.
You know what, Mia? I will apologize. I am sorry that my friend set us up on a date.
Oh.
All right, no need to get mean and nasty now, okay?
All right. Well, you know what? If I'm gonna be 100% honest,
Yeah.
I would sleep with both of them.
Hey,
I believe
And
that.
I honestly want to know if the two of you would go out on a second date. Steve, what do you say? We'll pay for that
Oh,
date.
sure.
Awesome. Okay, we'll send you guys out.
No, God, no.
Oh, that was
Oh.
sarcastic? That's so
You're
surprising.
supposed to be honest, Steve, no matter what.
Hey, Mia, listen, you sound like you could be a rad girl, and you sound beautiful, and you need to stop being so insecure, okay?
I'm not insecure. Stop patronizing me.
Oh!
Wow, you know what?
Seriously.
You know what, guys? Can I
You
just say
really don't
one
get it.
thing
I
real
don't want
quick?
you to weigh in anymore on this, Brooke, okay? Just leave.
I have a headache.
Sorry,
Guys,
Mom.
I just want to tell you, I am so happy that this is on the radio because all of our friends at work can now hear why things didn't work out.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
And they all know, Steve, that you would totally sleep with that woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they all know that you would sleep with someone else on a date with your coworker.
Stop, Mia.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Derek.
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Derek, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a morning show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Excuse me?
It's a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
No way.
Yeah, how are you, man?
What's up?
I'm good. And you guys?
Not too bad.
Hey.
You ever listen to the show?
On occasion. I mean, I'm a bartender, so sometimes either if I'm up late or for some reason up early, but, yeah, I know you guys.
Okay. Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
About me?
Yeah, they wanted us to get in touch with you because you're not calling them back.
Okay. Who asked you to do this?
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here and just guess that you probably know this person because she leaves quite a mark on people that she meets. Her name is Haley. She likes to go by Hailstorm.
Oh, my God. Yeah, she's pretty intense.
That is one description that you could use.
Well, she emailed us because she said that you guys hung out one night, and now you won't text her back, and she said she even came into your bar the other day and you kind of ignored her.
Okay, she said all that?
Yeah, she told us a lot about you, actually.
And what did she say?
Well, she said that you're a hot bartender with a bunch of tattoos and long hair, and you look like a sexy rocker.
Yeah.
She said,
Would you deny that?
Guess not.
She also told us how you hooked her up with a bunch of free drinks, and then later on in the evening, you guys went out to your car and made out a little bit.
All true. I can't deny any of that.
And she was super pumped about meeting you because apparently you said that you're going to open up a bar someday, and you want to use her as your logo.
Well, okay. Yeah. All right. Hold on. yeah, we were like talking after I got like done with work. We were in my car, and I mentioned that like I hope to one day like open my own bar, and that like she has like a great figure that would make like a great silhouette for my logo. But like,
Was that? Let me ask you a question before you continue. Was that a line? Like, do you use that on girls at the bar all the time?
no, like she's sincerely like smoking hot. Like that's like she has a great body, but like I didn't really like mean it in like let's figure out a logo tomorrow kind of way.
So you were
Okay.
just saying, like, in general, she would make a great.
Yeah, like someday.
Yeah, I mean, someone like with a body like that would make a great logo.
For like semi-truck mud flaps and bar logos.
Yeah,
So-
right?
What didn't you like about her then? Why are you kind of blowing her off? I mean, it sounds like you thought she was at least hot.
She's just like sweet and like sincere, like she wanted to help, but like the next day she started texting me and sending me attaching photos of headshots for like which one did I want to use for the bar.
So it was more like you said, hey, you could be the logo for the bar one day because you're that attractive. And she, in her mind, was like, oh my God, he told me I'm the logo for this new bar that is opening right now.
Telling everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't seem like it's enough to write somebody off.
No, like she wouldn't stop. Like from there, she like was texting me all day long about it. Like my phone was just blowing up. Like it was like we were business partners all the time.
Hey, Derek, I do want to let you know that Hailstorm is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Like what?
Yeah. Hailstorm?
What?
Hey,
Oh, hey, how's it going, Haley?
not so good. I heard everything you said. I had to mute my phone because I couldn't be quiet, but I heard everything.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, everything I just said happened.
Well, guess what? I'm a doer. I was trying to help your dream, and I'm sorry that you are a lazy person who doesn't want to actually, who just talk, and doesn't actually do anything with their life.
Hold on, I told you that I wanted to open the bar one day, like not the next day. And I do want to use your body in my logo, but like, I'm not ready to start picking those out today.
You know what? You're a jerk.
Whoa.
You got me all excited about this bar we were going to open together, and now you're like being all lazy, and now
I
what
told
do?
you I wanted to open a bar one day.
I even gave you name suggestions, okay? I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, okay. Haley's Hole in the Wall, or Haley's Hole. Like, I can't call a bar that.
Haley's all.
I love it. I think it's a great name.
The town I grew up in had a bar called Joe's Hole. It's
I
real
mean, it's
popular.
like, for the type of bar I was telling her about, that's like, I can't. She wanted like custom cocktails, and it was like too much.
That's amazing. I would totally go to that bar though.
Think about it, okay? Haley's Hole is such a cute name. It's like, oh, out of the way, like, oh, it's like a hidden place, but it's also like, you like think about like, oh, it's like kind of sexy, like, ooh, who's Haley? And like, maybe we're gonna see her there. Like, what's up with
Yeah, it's a
Haley?
family establishment for sure.
I'm sorry, Derek, but she's kind of funny. Like,
It's funny.
Oh, I mean, like, for sure, but I don't think intentionally.
but why wouldn't you give her another second chance? I mean, she's got so much energy. She obviously really likes you.
Yeah, she's
That is for sure.
Yeah, I do have a lot of energy, and I am hilarious. I was voted funniest in my high school class, okay?
Really.
Awesome.
Can't argue with results.
To recognize that I would make a really great business partner. I know about nightlife. That is my life. I go out every night.
I appreciate your wanting to help, but like, I have my ideas about this, and I like just think it's probably better for me to do it myself.
Fine. Do it yourself. You know what? I'm going to open my own bar. I'm going to
Oh.
open my own Haley's Hole. And then I won't even let you come in. I won't even let you near the place.
Oh, no.
Okay?
You hear that, Derek? You're not getting anywhere near Haley's Hole ever.
Ever.
Hey,
Oh my
I do have to ask though, since it's a second date update. Derek, would you like to go on a second date with Haley? We will pay for it.
Oh man, you know, I think I'm gonna pass. Like,
Oh.
I appreciate it though.
Come on.
God.
Good.
You know, it's just too much.
You know what? I'm just enough. So there.
Amen, Haley.
I'm sorry
Sure.
you didn't get a second date, but can we get an invite to Haley's Hole when it opens?
Yes, please.
You guys are going to be at the head table.
Awesome. Thank you. Head table at Haley's Hole.